secret?
What was it you said to me before?
You don't know? Well, let's try again.
I'm going to count to 3. 1.
I don't know, sir.
3. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Hello and welcome back to the only dive bar that dives the Nautilus. My name is Paul and I'll be your skipper, mixologist, and connoisseur of the silver screen as we journey together into the depths of debauchery. And tonight we're mixing up a cocktail to celebrate the 11th birthday of a boy beloved by every witch and wizard in the world. That's right, you guessed it, Harry Potter. It's his birthday and we're celebrating. But before we do, let's dive.
Diving station. 3 degrees down. 3 degrees down.
So who is Harry Potter? His was a life of triumph that began in tragedy. At the age of only 1, he was forced to witness the brutal murder of both his parents by the tyrannical leader of an oppositional magical faction, the evil Lord Voldemort. Voldemort then attempted to murder Harry, but ultimately botched it, leaving Harry permanently mutilated and deformed. Subsequently orphaned, Harry was forced to live with his only living relatives, the Dursleys, who for the next 10 years made his life a living nightmare. He suffered daily abuse of the physical, emotional, and psychological kind. Held captive in a makeshift cell beneath the stairs, he was reduced to servitude, treated as property, and was even prohibited from receiving mail rightly belonging to him. He had no friends, and the only people that would talk to him were snakes. Miraculously, on his 11th birthday, something happened that would change Harry's life forever.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
After that, amazing things started to happen to Harry. Let's face it, Harry Potter has performed too many heroic deeds to count. So for his birthday this year, I thought we would whip up a cocktail based on one of his very first, his victory over Slytherin in the Quidditch match. A victory he achieved by catching the golden snitch. And in his mouth, no less. So that's what we're going to make. We're going to make the golden snitch cocktail. And ironically, it's going to end up in my mouth as well. Okay, to make the golden snitch cocktail, it's super easy. All you have to do is take your magic wand and perform a simple little charm. Now do as I do and repeat after me. Aguamente alcoholum. There you have it. Simple as that. Looks delicious too, but that's right. Over half of my audiences, they're muggles. They can't do it this way. I tell you what, let's make the cocktail the old-fashioned muggle way and kind of think of it as your first potions class. And like any good potion, we're gonna need some mysterious ingredients, so Accio ingredients! For this potion, we're gonna need a little bourbon and some elderflower liqueur, as well as some apple cider, cinnamon and sugar, ginger, cinnamon powder, maple syrup, and a lemon. Alright, the first thing we're gonna do is prepare our glass for the cocktail. We're gonna be using this rocks glass here, and we're gonna add a nice little cinnamon and sugar rim to it. Should be really tasty. And to do that, we're going to take a lemon. We're going to cut a wedge out of that lemon. Okay, take your lemon wedge and you're just going to go along the edge of the glass in a nice circle, almost like you're drawing the resurrection stone. Then you're going to go and dip the rim of the glass into some cinnamon and sugar. Get it nice and covered with that cinnamon and sugar. After all, these little witches and wizards, they have a real sweet tooth. That looks pretty good. Nice coating of cinnamon and sugar around the edge. Okay, if you muggles are making this at home, you're going to be mixing everything up in a shaker. And to start off with, we add ice. You're going to want to fill a shaker roughly about halfway. That looks pretty good. Now we're ready to start adding our non-alcoholic buddies. And if you don't have a copy of the Half-Blood Prince's potion book, the recipe for this cocktail will be in the description below. Okay, so the first thing we're going to add is our apple cider, which I have down here. 2 ounces of apple cider. Next, we're going to take that half a lemon that we didn't use. We're going to juice it and put that in. Juice of half a lemon. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit more sweetness to this concoction. We're going to add 1 to 2 teaspoons of maple syrup. Okay, our Maple syrup is dripping in there. Perfect. Now we're going to add some dry ingredients to this. We're going to add a dash of cinnamon and a dash of ginger. Okay, that's all of our non-alcoholic ingredients. Let's start adding the really good stuff. First, we're going to add 1.5 ounces of the bourbon. I tend to use Four Roses in most of my mixing drinks. I just find that it works well, but you can use a bourbon of your choosing. Add that in. And lastly, to kind of add a little bit more of that golden color to it, we're going to add 1/2 ounce of this elderflower. Okay, 1/2 ounce elderflower. Okay, once that elderflower is in, that's everybody that's coming over to Harry Potter's birthday party. So let's close her up and let's give it a good shake. We're going to shake for about 10 seconds. Wow, that's funny. There's something etched in the bottom of this. Open at the close. Well, I guess that means we're ready to pour this cocktail. Okay, but before we pour, we got to add a little bit of ice to that original glass here. So let's just set this up here. We're going to add in a couple of these little sphere ice cubes. These aren't the best looking ice spheres, but you know what? You make do with what you got. Okay. And then we're going to strain in our cocktail. And lastly, we're going to garnish this with a cinnamon stick. Preferably one that resembles the handle of the Nimbus 2000. And there it is, the golden snitch. Happy birthday, Harry! Many happy returns. To me, that tastes like Halloween, folks. The cinnamon and sugar mixed with the bourbon, the fresh lemon juice, boosts in there and makes it taste more autumny, more Halloweeny, more Harry Pottery. I'm not getting much of the elderflower, however, I feel like the elderflower is giving it that great golden color. Well, I can't say that it's a cocktail I normally have in the middle of the summer on July 31st, but I do think it succeeds at the theme of the golden snitch and Harry Potter's great victory over Slytherin House. So if you're having a really bad case of that summertime sadness, you're stuck living at the Dursleys, it's your birthday and nobody gives a rat's, and you're just counting the days until it's time to go back to Hogwarts, I'd say this cocktail's for you. Well, thanks everybody for joining me here at the Nautilus tonight. I had fun, learned a few things, had a few laughs, and if you did too, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know if there's any movies or cocktails you'd like me to do in the future. And now as we part, I'm going to bestow upon you some words of wisdom from a man far wiser than I. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the lights. Drive safe, everybody. Good night.